and see what things you can see in them that remind you of the Holy Family. Hi, welcome to Seeking to Remain. We've got another new location. I'm in my car in the rain waiting to pick up my husband and our 3 older kids who went downtown to one of the big museums. And I got to hang out with the little people and some of our little cousins this morning, which was so lovely. And I thought I would just take this time to sit and chat with you, since I still don't really know how to record around other people and nobody's with me for these couple minutes. This coming Sunday, we have the Feast of the Holy Family, and it's such a beautiful thing that our church does to hold up the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph in all their little ordinary family life stuff. To take some time and to think about the fact that Jesus came to a family, which means that Jesus had to help sweep the floor, and he had to learn how to flatten bread or get firewood. He had to do all of these little things to help Mary around the house. He had to learn his carpentry trade with Joseph. He had to get up and go to work every day. I think we forget that Jesus worked, not just as a preacher, but as a carpenter. He would have learned his father's trade. And maybe he wasn't good at it at first. Jesus is perfect in all things, but I think he still probably, cut his hand at some point. He probably hit the hammer too hard and, got his thumb the way we all have. Maybe he was helping Joseph with a project and something didn't go quite as planned and they had to start over again. All of these little details, all of these little things are pieces of wisdom for us to reflect on today. To think about how we handle these situations, to think about how we would like to respond when things don't go exactly according to plan. Jesus comes at Christmas as a little baby, which means he had to have time to grow up. He had time to learn, to develop, to grow into the man that we think of when we close our eyes and imagine Jesus in those 3 years of preaching and teaching before he died. This gives us hope because it means that we do not need to be perfect today. We need to strive and continue to try, but we need time to grow and develop as well. We need time to practice and try something new and see if it works or not. That's one of the things that I really like about The Chosen, actually, that TV series, if you have not seen it. It's such a beautiful interpretation. The gospel is still gospel. This is just one interpretation among many. But it does a really nice job of showing the humanness of Jesus, and especially that element of practice. There's a couple episodes leading up to the Sermon on the Mount, and Jesus takes Matthew aside, and he's working out his sermon with him and asking for, what does Matthew think? And explaining certain parts or refining certain parts, or let's try and put this here and this over there. It really gives us an understanding of how human Jesus truly is. And so today, take some time and look about your house and look about your family, be they living with you or extended, and see what things you can see in them that remind you of the Holy Family. Maybe you have someone in your family who is such a hard worker, and you can really see Joseph in them. Maybe you have someone that is close to you that is a nurturer, and that you can just cuddle up with and sit next to, and you know that they're going to have sweet things to say, and they'll always help you with whatever it is you need when you're feeling sad or feeling happy. Maybe you see someone who is so open to God's will, so open to the things that he brings into their life. That's like Mary and Joseph both. Every little child you can see the face of Christ in. every person you can see the face of Christ in. And so I hope that you have had some lovely family time. I hope that even if it wasn't always smooth, that you were able to find a way to bring some peace, bring some reconciliation. And if you were not, perhaps that's something that you can pray about. And maybe this exercise of looking for the little holy family within your little family, maybe that's a way. Maybe that's a path forward for you in your own heart. And maybe it will open some doors to theirs as well. I hope that you have a blessed week and a happy new year, and I'll see you in 2024.